Good morning, gamers! Monarchs, I meant to say. Welcome back to another stream. Oh, good morning. Oh, well, it's not really morning over here. It's summer. It's not morning over here. It's actually 1:41 p.m. Sorry for streaming a little late. I was planning to stream at like 12 PST, but no, I had to do a little bit of self-care, a little bit of cleaning, a bit of drying of the clothes. I don't know if you can see that, but well, my hair is in the way. That's my clothes dryer. Because ignore the fact that I have to manually dry my clothes because my dryer is too powerful. It will shrink every cloth that it touches, and I don't want these. This is my favorite freaking clothing of all time. I don't want them to to get shrunk. So anyway, enough about my home life, and on to the fact that this balloon is just there it goes. On to the fact that now we're here to play Sky. So we're just gonna hop right in, and let's do this. So here we are in Sky. We're continuing off where we left off. We're continuing where we left off yesterday. Actually, I'm gonna turn up the volume on this game, just because I realized. Oh, I just realized that I didn't also turn on the audio here. So there we go. G1 playing a game. What is G1? I don't know what G1 is. Well, anyway, if you weren't here yesterday for yesterday's stream, I played Sky for about an hour, 2 hours and like 30 minutes or something. It was quite a while. But what I managed to achieve yesterday. Oh, good luck. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. As I was saying, actually, I just realized something. I can move the chat like up, so then new stuff kind of appears more to the corner like this. There we go. Anyway, so yesterday we played a bit of Sky. We went to Eden and we friggin' destroyed that. We absolutely grinded the hell out of Eden. And then we went to what is it called? These three places, which was the Isle of Dawn, Daylight Prairie, and we just barely finished Hidden Forest yesterday before I was too sleepy to continue doing anything. So it's a new day, and we're gonna hit the last three in this stream, and maybe I'll stream something else afterward if I have the energy to. So here we go. We're just gonna hop right into my favorite place, which is the Valley of Triumph. Alrighty, Valley of Triumph. Oh my God, what do you mean darkness has fallen, bro? Where is the darkness? It's all bright here. So I think for the first place I'm gonna hit, I might hit here. Actually, no, never mind. I might not, because I'll actually end up coming back up through there, so I actually don't need to worry about that. So let's just jump right into the freaking slide. Oh wait, I also forgot that there's a winged light over here. This isn't too loud, is it? Hopefully it's not too loud. It might be too loud. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. Okay, that should be fine. Hopefully. Oh, wait, I can't. Okay, there we go. I was trying to get my my stream to work, but clearly it was not. It was arguing with me. Just let me know if the game is too loud, because like I'm just kind of looking at like the audio values right now. I'm not really looking at the actual, like I can't actually hear what it sounds like for the stream at the moment, because otherwise it would layer on top of the audio that I'm currently listening to, or that you're currently listening to. It's weird, because like when I open up OBS, or sorry, when I open up my stream in like YouTube Studio, and then I start playing the audio, then I have to like mute my desktop audio, because then OBS will pick it up and then it'll start echoing through all of the. It'll just become like a mirror reflecting itself, and then it would destroy the stream. Self-destruction, self-stream destruction. Am I centered in my freaking stream setup right now? This is crazy. Okay, so we're gonna grab this guy. And then I believe there is one more little guy hidden around here somewhere. I think he is down here. Oh yeah, there he is. Hell yeah. There we go. Now that we got that guy, we're gonna go grab the other one. I think there's actually no more in here. I might be wrong though. I'll double check in a sec here. Oh, yep, there is, ooh, we are not there. We are here. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's no more here. So we're good. So, yesterday I was talking about my life, and I was talking about, I think I briefly mentioned that my work week these past couple of weeks have been just rough in terms of productivity. Like, I have barely been able to get anything done just because of how hard work has been. But I didn't mention, like, what I'd actually done. So, if you didn't already know this, which I'm sure many of you already do, because I don't talk about anything but this, I'm making a game. It's called FNAF, The Longest Night. FNAF. Why did I say it like that? FNAF, The Longest Night, and my neck. I made a stream playing my game yesterday. So if you haven't seen that, don't worry. I'll cut it down to a more reasonable, like 13, 14 minutes at some point. I might even do it today if I feel like it. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'm a little burnt out at the moment in terms of doing stuff because of work. Because of how hard work has been. Because for some reason we're hitting record level sales at our Starbucks store. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of our customer connection score. Or it's like really high, but it kind of dropped recently. And yet still we're seeing a lot of customers come in. Yeah. So it's been busy. It's been busy and it's been kicking my ass. And on top of the fact that I haven't been able to feast on a bit of caffeine as of late. At least not at work. It's been hard. So I've just been dealing with my own thoughts whilst trying to also take care of myself and take care of my living space and take care of my cat. It's been pretty difficult for me to balance everything, like with work and life. Work-life balance is such a hard thing to master when you get older. Like, I'm pretty sure that the best work-life balance for me, though, is going to be just to find out how I can live happily while still making a good amount of money and not feeling too burnt out afterward. Where am I missing this last guy, by the way? I honestly don't know. Where am I missing him? I feel like this is a really easy one. Oh my god. Where is this guy? Where is he? Is he up here? He would not be up there, no. So we got the guy behind the thing. And then the last guy should be... Mayhaps I've already flown past it and I didn't realize. Oh, maybe up here. I think he's up here. Yeah, there he is. Gotcha. Alright. Well, that brings us to 173. Hell yeah. We're gonna drop down here and just a little wham. Nice. I don't know why my neck has been so stiff. Oh my god, can I talk about this dream that I had last night? So after I ended the stream, took a little bit of time to myself, you know, to brush my teeth and to calm down, because I just played The Longest Night At least I tried to beat it in like one go, and it ended up taking like 5 tries, which landed me at almost 2 hours of playing that game. And that was a long time to be playing that game. It's a really brutal game. Also, I just realized my lighting isn't the greatest, because you can see my ring light. Perhaps I do need to turn this up. No? Is it just how it is? It's just how it's gonna be? I think it's really funny that you can see my ring light. I think I do need to find a better place for my ring light. Because this is kind of stupid. I don't know, my lighting is weird. Where should I put my freaking ring light? Maybe just standing right here then, I guess. Is this good? You can see my ring light a little. Let me just push it gently out of frame. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I put quite a bit of effort in into trying to make my stream look a little more. Whoa, God, sorry about that. I just ate, so I'm kind of a little gassy. But yeah, I put a little more effort into making my stream look a little more appealing to the eye. I spent like an hour or two just like adding stuff like the timer that you saw at the beginning of the stream. I added border around me, so it looks a little more separated from the background. So that's kind of neat. And I added. What else did I add? I changed the border surrounding the stream text, or the starting stream soon text. And it looks a lot better now. I think it looks a lot more polished and it's a lot more readable. That's for sure. Again, sorry about clearing my throat. I get like this awful phlegm attack after I've eaten. Come here. No. Gotcha. Okay. I always get that. I don't know why. Like, I genuinely could not tell you why. But yeah, so, what else? Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you about a dream. So after the stream... Oh, my mom's online. After the stream, I like brushed my teeth, I got ready for bed and everything. And then I went to sleep. And I woke up 10 minutes before my alarm. Oh my god, dude. Flying sucks. I woke up 10 minutes before my alarm to wake up to go to work in the morning. Which was like 4... I want to say 4:30? Yeah, I think it was 4:30. I'm just realizing that this ring light is like right in front of the screen, so it's kind of taking up a bit of valuable screen space for me. But I can't think of a better place to put it. Like, I genuinely don't know. So we're just gonna leave it there, because at least it's out of the way and my face is somewhat well lit. I say somewhat because it's not quite centered properly. So there's like a weird shadow like up here. Nah, whatever. Not me being obsessed over everything being perfect. God damn. Well, anyway. So I woke up. Well, before I woke up, I was having a dream where I was in my living room, and oh my god, my mom freaking joined me. Great. So how do I explain to her that I'm freaking streaming right now? Well, anyway, I was having a dream where I was in my living room and a freaking chicken, like a rooster, was attacking me. For some reason, he was like kicking me. I don't know how it was like attached to me, but it was somehow attached to me and it was like kicking me. And this one like freaking Hannah Montana song was like playing in the background. You know why it was freaking Hannah Montana? Because fucking Starbucks, okay? Because it was freaking Starbucks' fault. Starbucks has this stupid 20-year anniversary Hannah Montana playlist that has like a bunch of Hannah Montana songs, and certain coworkers of mine really favor this playlist. So they play it for hours and hours on end, and I don't know if you know this about the Starbucks playlist, but it doesn't have like a smart shuffle feature where it doesn't play the same song it's already played within the same playlist. So it just continues shuffling, playing the same song, so sometimes you can go like within the same hour you can listen to the same song 3 times. And when you're working at a fast coffee place, alright, and you're just kind of trying to focus on what you're doing, listening to the sound of some random freaking lady named Hannah Montana scream at the top of her lungs in the middle of Starbucks is incredibly annoying. I'm gonna say, I'm streaming on YouTube. The music is so freaking loud. At least on my end. I don't know how it is on your end. Oh, mother. I did briefly mention that. Hold on. I did briefly mention that I got my mom into Sky. Yeah, yesterday. But she does still indeed play. But I don't know how much longer. Oh, I love you, Mom. Love you, Mother. Love you if you're watching this some distant future. Love you. Okay, I have like these really annoying like little things in my skin. Little skin things. Oh, my freaking... Oh, my drive times. Okay. Why is my lighting so weird? Is that just me? Is that just me? Hold on. If I go like this... No, I think it's my hair that's bothering me. I don't know why it's bothering me. I'm watching you in YouTube right now. Well, thank you, Mother. Thank you. I just shaved. Can you see that? I it doesn't look great. Hope my lighting is... Yeah, no, my lighting is fine. I don't know why it's bothering me. Maybe it's just because I keep looking at myself from the like this weird angle. So if I like little spoiler here, OBS. Oh yeah, no, I look fine. Never mind. It's just because I keep looking at myself on the second screen, and I'm like, this is a weird angle. And then I look at the screen, but the angle is good. I'm like, oh, never mind. It looks good. Anyway, so we're gonna go back to what we were doing, which was looking for the winged light in this area. I believe there's only one, and the winged light is at the very top of this thing, which is kind of frustrating to get to because, well, as you can tell, I failed miserably. Great, so now I have to go back over here, or just somewhere, to regain some light. I don't know why there's a red dot at home. I don't know why there's a freaking red dot here. But yeah, so my dream was super weird. I dreamt about a freaking chicken just straight up attacking me to a Starbucks Hannah Montana playlist song. Don't ask. I don't know why. And I woke up. Oh god dang it! I need more freaking winged light. Maybe my mom can help me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, mother. Okay, we're gonna climb up. Why is there like strong winds pushing me down? Oh my gosh. Why did they make it harder to climb up here? Oh well. I made it up here anyway. Hell yeah. Alright, and then that's the only one that's in this area, I think. And then there's technically Upper Valley Track. I missed one. Oh, I did miss one. Oh man, that means I have to go back. Man, that sucks though. Oh, that really sucks. Oh well. So that means that I have to go back through the friggin' the flying one. I also just realized that I didn't switch back to the other one. Oopsies. Oopsies, oopsies. Jeez. Guys, I'm so good at streaming. I'm so good at streaming. Like this is my job. I you couldn't even see what I was doing for half of that. Okay, so that's the only one that's in this area. What? Huh? Where did the chat come from? Hello? Who says something in the chat? There's nothing new in the chat. Unless I'm crazy. No, there's nothing new in the chat. Who the heck? That does not make any sense to me. I get a little notification when someone chats. So I don't know if it's audible from my end or from your end, but it's a little chime that just plays. There we go. I finally got that. And I heard the chime, but I didn't see activity, so that was weird. Like the chat popped up and everything, but nothing appeared. So that was weird. What about Aurora? Does she do anything here? No, she does not do anything. So here we are going to take the shortcut through this place called the Valley of Dreams, or the Village of Dreams, sorry. And the Village of Dreams is literally my favorite location out of every single location in this game, for a lot of reasons, and you'll see why in a sec. But it has this cute little like elevator right here. You can like activate it, and then it summons the elevator. It's not really an elevator, it's like a boat. But you take this little boat to the top of the mountain. But then you're gonna see the entire village here. I mean, look at this. I don't know why it's playing the audio of the boat summoning when the boat has already been summoned. This game is so buggy, dude, I swear to God. So there's the village down there, obviously. And up here we got the mountain, of which you actually can't see because it's shrouded in clouds. But you can actually slide down this entire like hill area here. It's so much fun. Once we make it to the top here though, there is one more little escalator ladder thing that we need to climb in order to get to the top of this mountain. Because it doesn't end here. Oh no, there's actually one more. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Because believe it or not, Sky used to put effort into their seasons. Because this wasn't just one seasonal area, it was actually 2. I'm gonna grab the one up here. Because why not? Like it's such a cool thing that like they made this area so big. And it's freaking massive. Oh, yeah, get in there. Get in there. Perfect. So now that we are on the boat, it should start moving a little bit faster, hopefully. I'm gonna drink some water. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna do a little quick stream check-in on my stream really quick, just to make sure everything is running smooth. That's my freaking... that was my Firefox. I'm gonna hop onto my thing. I'm gonna turn off the audio on my desktop so you don't hear that. Let's see. We're gonna go to yeah, actually never mind, you can see this. This is just, how do I go to the thing? We're going to YouTube. Why did I click there? I could have just clicked on the freaking live. It's right there. Okay, there we go. I mean, we're gonna go back to a part where it's like I'm kind of loud. Okay, it's not bad. My audio is decent. And then this is like a kind of like loud section right here. Oh, my freaking light again. Oh, I smacked it. Oh. Oh, there we go. My light's no longer being smacked. Yeah, no, never mind. Everything's working working fine. I like how I'm just drinking water. That's some good water. Goddamn. Now we're live. Yo, that's me. Wait, hold on. It's gonna do the thing. It's gonna do the thing. Look at that. Look at that. It's, oh my gosh. Thanks, Mom. Look at the stream. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. You're lucky that you can't hear this, because it would just be like me saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. If I like do this, I wonder what would happen if I like shook it around for a sec. Oh my god. The latency is not bad at all. Like, this isn't terrible. Wait, look at this. Look at this. It's just, oh man, I thought it, wait, if I like gently shake it around. This is now I just gotta wait for all of the other ones to keep up. This is gonna look really weird. Look, look, look! Oh my gosh! That is so funny. This is so freaky! It's literally like a mirror reflecting itself. That's weird. Oh my gosh, look, it's like shaky. Oh, this is trippy. Oh, okay, we're gonna stop this madness. We're gonna stop this madness. Okay, we're done. We're gonna turn back on the desktop audio, and we're back. So now we're gonna just continue on our journey. Enough wasting time. There is, I believe, 2 in this area. From that, I think I might be wrong. I think there's only 1. There's only just 1 in here, and that's it. Can always double check though. Where are we? 2. I knew it. The other one was actually, we passed it on our way up here because it's in it's hidden in a like what is it called? A little cave. But I mean, look at this. We're at the freaking top of a mountain. This is awesome. Like, how is this not the best place you've ever seen in your life? I don't understand. We're just gonna go bam, 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 and bam. Hell yeah. So now we're gonna head down to the lower area-ish. Basically what I need to do is I need to fly right about here where this cloud is. They recently added this cloud here. This cloud didn't used to be there, but now it marks the location of where the winged light is, which is kind of cool. Nice. There we go. That's not bad. That's not bad. Bam. Here we go. Bam. Okay, so now we're just gonna take the shortcut all the way down to the bottom of the mountain. Oh, come on. Let me be fast. There we go. 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 Go faster, please. I'm begging you. Please. Let me go faster. Bruh, sometimes sky physics are weird. Okay, there we go. I think now we're picking up speed. Here we go. We're gonna slide down all the way to the very bottom of the hill. Woo! Nice spin. And then it's gonna spit us out through here. Sweet. So now there is I think there's just one more thing we need to go to. Oh, or sorry, there's one more winged light around here. Actually, I'm just gonna slide. I'm gonna slide. We're gonna take the ice way because the ice way is fun. Oh, my camera is freaking out right now. Oh my gosh, it doesn't know whether it wants to be left or right. Oh, I didn't get enough speed. Ugh. Well, that was pathetic. There's no like speed boost here, so like whatever happens to you while you're sliding down here affects your speed so badly. I would have normally been able to jump this. Oh, that was underwhelming. Anyway, now that we wasted enough time doing that, here's the village. It's not really much of a village, it's kind of just like a series of houses and like one spirit down there. And that's about it. But I believe there's actually a winged light in here, if I'm not wrong. Yes, sir. And then there is one more thing. See, the thing about this place is that it's freaking layered. Like, it has so many like unique locations in it. Like when the season for this place came out, I didn't know there was a hot springs, and also I didn't know that you could even like climb to the very top of the mountain, because the quests never go up there. So I didn't even know there was two entire areas that I literally didn't even know existed. And new seasonal areas are just so lame, and they don't have like these fun little surprises that you wouldn't normally find on a regular playthrough. I mean, just look at this. This is a little sauna. It's so cute. And it's like nestled between a couple of little hills here, but you can see the whole village from here, which is super awesome. What's even more awesome about the village is that it's the kind of like, it's the gateway between the Colosseum and the very, very, very top of the mountain, which is in this direction over here, where all these clouds are. Like basically just the beginning of the level. It connects the last part of the level with the beginning of the level. And on top of that, it got another season that introduced another part of this area, which is the village. I think it's called the Village Theater, but I might be wrong. Because I called the other place the Village Theater in the last stream, which was like this little movie theater thing within the like the basic, the beginning Sky home area. It's yeah, I don't remember the actual name for it, but I don't know. Oh well though, I think it's fine. Okay, so now that we climbed up to the top, see, it's gonna spit us out here. And if you remember from earlier, this right here was where I wanted to go to originally. So it's kind of like a easier way to go to the very top without having to go home and then go all the way back. But honestly though, like, I still think that this is one of my favorite maps out of all of them. Because I mean, look, you're freaking gliding on this snow that looks so satisfying to glide on. Anyone's first playthrough of this game, this place is easily their like favorite place. But on top of it being home to like literally one of the best seasons, in my opinion, I just have a fondness for snow. I just love snow. What can I say? I'm just a snowy guy. So we have to go back this way again because we missed out on the second winged light in this area, which sucks because I hate the flying section because it's really hard to maneuver sometimes. Oh, fun fact about this. This is a dead bird. And a lot of people didn't really know why it's here. But it was originally part of a quest or something. Like a daily quest. I don't remember if it was part of a daily quest or if it was part of a seasonal quest. It was part of some sort of quest. But it ended up getting scrapped. So now there's just a permanent snowy dead bird. Right here with this strange pedestal. I never really slowed down to like really pay attention to this. But it's really weird that it's there, like when you realize it's there. I don't really think people acknowledge this. I don't think anybody acknowledges this. Poor little bird. Never mind, this person acknowledged it. That's funny. It's so weird, huh? What does this one say? Share space just for enjoying this. Why, thank you. Well, anyway, enough wasting time. Let's go back to the frickin' race. There's some strange, like, explosion sound effects coming from outside right now. It's like a boom. And I don't like it. You know, I was thinking at work earlier if I should stream Sky or if I should stream me playing another horror game. Because there's this one horror game that actually inspired FNAF The Longest Night, which was my game. It's called Joy of Creation. And the remake for that game was coming out around the time, or like the demo for the remake of the game was coming out, or came out around the time that I was what is it called? FNAF The Longest Night was in its conceptual phase. Like it barely even existed. Like I didn't even have plans to make a freaking FNAF game at the time. Hold on, water. Alright, anyway. But when I played through it, it was honestly like, it was very inspiring. Like, I don't know what it was about the game, that was so inspiring to me, but it was so inspiring. It was really hard too. I couldn't beat it. No matter what I did, I couldn't beat it. But the idea behind, or the gimmick behind that one was that you needed to find batteries in drawers and use those batteries to restore power to, I think it was the generator, because if the generator goes down, then your cameras go down or something. I can't fully remember how it went because it's been a minute since I've last played it. But I just remember it was like that whole like battery system is what inspired FNAF The Longest Night's battery system with the generators. And I gotta play through it again because like it's been a minute since I played it, and also I sucked at it at the time, but I think I could do it now. I think I'm ready to take on the challenge. Is that, did I miss it again? No. The next section doesn't start yet. Shouldn't start yet, right? Or was that it? No, that I'm still on track. Okay, cool. So the next main light is at this stupid rock section where you could easily hit a rock and then it'll divert you from your path. Which is really annoying. So we're gonna not hit any rocks. And there we go. This is exactly why the flying sections are so frustrating. Or sorry, the race sections are so frustrating to me. Because they take forever. And on top of that, you can't just skip through the rest of it. You have to fly through the rest of it and then go through all of that all over again. I am not dealing with that. So instead, what's this? What does it want from me? Oh, right, I bought a kitchen yesterday. Look at this. That's fire. So now we're gonna go, where, what was it before? Oh, you know what? I might as well do this because we're sledding around a bunch. Yeah, baby. I just remembered it was umbrella before, but I didn't need it anymore since we were no longer in the rainy place. So yeah, baby, let's go. Snowboard time. Hell yeah. I got this snowboard and then I got the red one, which is the one that I got from, I think it was a seasonal event. I think I lost all my momentum. Oh, hell no. We're gonna go through the caves because it's like supposedly the fastest way through this part. Sorry, I'm just realizing how loud this freaking music is. Like, why is it almost as loud as me? God damn. Woo! Alright, there we go. We're like freaking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right now. None of you guys would get that reference, unfortunately. It is a specifically me reference. But as a kid, I played this one Cocoa Puffs branded snowboarding / biking / rowboating game, and it was a game that came out of a CD that came out of a cereal box. If you believe it or not, that your cereal used to come with CDs, with actual games burned onto CDs. How cool is that? Your freaking breakfast cereal comes with a game you can play on your PC. Can you imagine that nowadays? Like, well, what would they even put in there? Like Skibbity Toilet game inside of your Skibbity cereal. I can swear to God, if that Swear to God, if that becomes like a real thing, if Skibidi cereal becomes a real thing and somebody makes edible Skibidi toilet, what am I even saying, bro? Oh my God, I'm just saying stuff, and now at this point, I don't even know anymore. Okay, so here, why is that so wobbly? You see that? That is some wobbly snow. So I lost all of my momentum, which sucks because I'm slow. But there is actually, I think, one winged light in this area. I hope I'm right. Hell yeah. We're gonna go and grab this guy over here. Well, bam! And then the winged light should be right about here. There it is. Alright, perfect. We're almost done with the whole area. Cause that was I think that was one of the last ones. Since this one just kind of spits you out over here. And this reconnects with the other one to, as you can see, that's where the other one comes from. Okay, perfect. I think that's it, and now we just need to get the one in the Village Theater. I completely forgot there was one in the Village Theater. High key. Whoa, look at me go. Friggin' Tony Hawk style, bro. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna go straight to the next area. I'm not even gonna wait. Screw this place. Screw Starbucks. We're going to the Village Theater now. Also, I was right. It was called the Village Theater. I don't know why I doubted myself. I think it was because I was calling the Aviary Village movie theater the Village Theater, which I mean I'm not completely incorrect. I can see where I got that confused because they're both villages. They both have theaters. Except one is like a theater, like a movie theater, and the other one's like a play theater. Look at this. It's like a little opera stage where you can like, oh my god, do different effects and stuff. You can open up the curtains. You can place, oh my god. You can make these like little platforms appear. It's really cool, honestly. Like, it's one of my favorite mechanics, even though it's not like really that useful. In retrospect, like nobody really returns to this, like ever. At least not to my knowledge. So it doesn't seem like a great long-term investment of a season. But honestly, like I said, I think it's silly. I think it's fun, and I think it adds a lot to the game. Alrighty, I'm gonna take a quick 10-minute tea break, if you don't mind, and we will be right back. So I'll see you all in. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta do this. Oh, that's hitting a button. Is that? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, I'll see you all in just a second. Well, like 10 minutes actually. So, I'll be back. right, we are back. Yeah, so I had to like take a minute to not only use the restroom. Where's my water at? Hold on. Not only did I have to take a minute to use the restroom, I also needed to grab my laundry. As you can see, it is now fully dry. At least all the ones that I wanted to blast in the frickin' radioactive radiation, extremely hot nuclear thermal dryer that like shrinks everything except for like every shirt that I've ever worn. It shrinks any shirt that I ever wear except for pants, and it shrinks jackets and stuff. But anyway, I have been up for I've been awake for 12 hours now, starting right now. So, well, in about like 20-ish minutes, so my brain's already kind of like dozing off. I don't know if you noticed, my eyes were kind of flickering a few minutes ago. Yeah, that's what that was. I was kind of falling asleep. So I went to go grab some tea while I was out. So this is my my little dose of caffeine for today. I should stop looking at the me here. Just look at the camera. Oh, that's hot. So yeah, this is my little dose of caffeine for today. It's not much, but it's gonna have to do. And yeah, so we're just gonna continue where we left off now, which is in Sky here. Let me just hit the right button. There we go. All right, here we are, back at it again. Now that we're done with the this area, whatever it's called, the Valley of Triumph. I'm gonna open the window a little more just because it's starting to get a little warm. There we go. My clothes are still drying in the back behind me, or air drying, because my freaking dryer literally nukes anything that goes in it. So, yeah, I already talked about this, but I mentioned it again. So now that we're done with this one, we're gonna go to the Golden Wasteland. And for the Golden Wasteland, I do not want to be taking this stupid thing with me. I want to take something a little more useful. I think the most useful item that we can take with us is gonna be that what is it called? Where is it? And this thing is like, this stupid ring light is blocking my screen, but it's here somewhere. I should really move my ring light somewhere else, cause like as much as it's good to have good lighting, I also still need to be able to see the screen. Is this good? Is my lighting still good if I do this? Because at least this doesn't block my freaking screen. I'm going to double check really quick. I'm going to bring OBS back over here. We're going to go to the me cam. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit bland. I feel like the lighting might be better if the ring light was up here. Yeah, this is a lot better. But I can't do that because this is where my freaking screen is. And it's like blocking half my screen. That's not fun. What I could do though is I could move my camera and then put the ring light here. So at least, okay, we'll try this. Never mind, my camera can't move very far. Oh wait, you know what? We can hang. No, we can't hang it. Maybe we can. We can hang the ring light. No, we can't do that. This is hard, man. Good lighting is hard. No, I actually didn't mind it being here. Maybe I'm crazy. Cause like this is nice even lighting, and this is kind of, oh, hello. Where is that chat notification coming from? Hello? Please. Chat notification jump scare for no reason. Actually, hold on. This isn't terrible lighting at all. If I put it on this side of the... Yeah, actually, this may be a little bit disruptive. This may be a bit disruptive in terms of like being able to use my mouse, but it's at least out of the way. Like, this lighting isn't bad at all, because this is already lighting half my face, the window, and as you can see, the darkest part of my face is this side where there's no light. So having the ring light up here, or hang off of something right here, would be actually not the worst lighting known to man. But there's one problem: I don't know what to hang it off of. I'm so sorry. I should not be doing this midstream. I should have freaking figured this out a long time ago, but I didn't. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna... There we go. This is the lighting. It's out of the way. It's discreet. And it lights my face evenly. I'm actually gonna open the window a little bit more. Oh! Oh! And then I destroy my entire setup because my controller fell. Because I forgot it was on my lap. It's starting to get a little toasty in here. Oh man, it's such a beautiful sunny day outside. Like, it is so bright. This lighting is perfect. Look at that. Oh, this is fantastic. Okay. I love this. This is great. All right, we're gonna move this back over here. And ooh, the lighting's not so great when I look in this direction, but when I keep my head in this direction, it works. What if I turn on the ring light on my camera? Oh, hi kitty. Does that actually do anything? It just makes me look sweaty. Yeah, I like this better. Alright, well, back to this. Sorry. I'm gonna grab my controller real quick. And then we're gonna hit number 3 on the keyboard. There we go. So, what we need to go to the... what is it called? Golden Wasteland, I think? To go to the Golden Wasteland, we're going to need something to regenerate our stamina. So we're going to need, I think, where is it? I think it's this one. No, this one. Okay. I think this one out of all of them restores them the fastest. I might be wrong, though. It's been a while. Yeah, sort of fast. I can't remember if it was that one or this one that restored it faster. Like the stick. The tiki torch. Yeah, the tiki torch definitely restores it faster. Okay, cool. So now that we have what we need, we're gonna go into the Golden Wasteland. So here we go. The Waste of Golden Land. The land of golden waste. That sounds disgusting. Never mind. I'm never going to say that ever again. Dude, the Golden Wasteland is so quiet and spooky. Like, the music here is like so subtle. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay. So now we are going to... Wow! We are going to just grab all of the ones here. There is, I believe, 2 in this area. We're going to double check that here. 2. Yes, that was right. The other one's right up behind us. So what we're going to do is we're going to flap the rest of our wings here. Just to get on top of the stupid rock. Ah, shoot. Can't believe we just barely missed it. Well, that's why we have this. because thankfully this is our regeneration thing. We also have one more auto instant recharge spell in case we need it, but I genuinely don't think we're gonna need it. I mean, we have this thing, the fire. There we go. So now that we got on top of this thing, we can recharge. Oh, we're just gonna use the last one. Actually, never mind, I won't use it. It seems kind of like a waste. Oh wait, there's little things up here. Yay, thank you for helping me restore light. Oh, look, they're carrying a torch too, so they're helping me. Cool, thank you. Those are shared memories, by the way. They're not like real people. Well, they are real people, but like they're real people who recorded themselves doing a certain action and then leaving it there, so it's like a memory. That's why it's called a shared memory. Yeah. That's what it is. Also, one concurrent viewer at the moment. Interesting. I wonder who's watching. If you're watching this, show yourself. I'd like to know. Anyway, so I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be creepy. We're gonna did I scare him off? No, we did not scare him off. Nice. That's awesome. That's so fire. I'm not creepy, I swear. I'm actually really fun and goofy and silly. Okay, we're gonna burn all of the vines here just because this is dye that I could use to dye my clothes. God, it's such a beautiful day outside, man. I want to go for like a walk or something after this. I don't even know if I want to stream after this. I mean, if the apartment complex that I was living at was really nice and it had like a really nice trail nearby or just some place that I could just walk to within the apartment complex, I would definitely go on a walk. But unfortunately, the apartment complex that I live in, it's not the prettiest place I've ever been to, and also it's like surrounded by highways and freeways, so it kind of sucks to walk around in, let alone drive in. Pretty awful stuff. Oh no, I scared off our one concurrent viewer. What are we gonna do? You know, I haven't live streamed this much since I first made this channel, honestly. Like, it's been that long. That's kind of crazy. I remember back when I first made this channel and I did my first few live streams. This was back in like 2019. I was looking back at the very first live streams. I was like, wow, look at this time capsule of memories. And I remember just like rewatching my own live stream, kind of being really intrigued about what I was watching, because I was like, it's almost like watching a different person, you know. It's such a strange phenomenon that I discovered early on. Oh, I just realized my desktop audio I just spilled a little bit of tea. Hold on. My desktop audio has not been on this whole time. There we go. Sorry, you got like the spooky. Yeah, that's the dark dragon that you probably saw in the last video. Sorry, I'm just trying to clean tea off of my frickin' mouse pad right now, because that's a decently big spill. But it's okay. It's just water and like herbs. It's not like it's frickin' coffee, like it stains badly or anything. It shouldn't stain badly, at least. Anyway. So now that you can actually hear stuff, as I was saying, I was looking back at my old live streams back in 2019, and I was thinking like, wow, it's like watching another person live stream. Can you stop targeting me? And I thought that was kind of crazy, because like, how does that happen? Like, how does like, if that, it was only like a few years difference too, mind you. Like, it was the same house. Sorry, I keep doing that emote. I just have it auto selected. I should really make this one the new auto select. Stop guessing. Remove this one, add this. Okay, anyway. Oh, frick. Okay. Oh my god, I can't freaking climb up a stupid hill. And now the dark dragon is coming back. Can't get me here. But I do need to go down here really quick. But yeah, so I was watching myself live stream, and like I said, it was only like a few years ago that at least from then, that I made my first live stream. But those few years made a huge difference. And if you don't already know this, but this live stream took place inside of a house that I lived in. Well, it's like a duplex that I lived in for about 10-ish years, which was the longest amount of time that I'd lived in a place, like in an apartment or like duplex, just in a home in general. So I don't know, for a while, like I kind of considered that place like my permanent home. You know, it was just like there were so many memories, so much has happened, and it's so weird, like thinking about it now, because the stains on the walls that we made from all those years ago were still there. The stuff we buried in the back. All of the rotten food that we thrown out over the years in our garden. It's all still there. And when we moved out of that duplex, it felt kind of like I was losing a part of myself, because I didn't know really what was home. You don't already know this. I come from a split parents family. Where did it go? Bro, it just shrunk. It just shrunk. Bro, where did it go? Huh? Where did it go? Oh my gosh. What, bro? The frick? It just shrunk into nothing and disappeared. Bruh, that's crazy. This game is so freaking buggy, bro. Like, why that was a huge plant and it just disappeared. Well, that was fun. Anyway. So, yeah, that place that I lived in, it felt like home. And when I lost it, it felt like I was losing a part of myself. And coming from a family that divorced early on in my childhood, that was tough, because not only was I living with split parents, so that was already tough. Now I was losing a place that I considered home for many years. And I think that did something to me early on. It really made it difficult to really find solace in anything, because it felt like nothing was permanent, that everything was going to change eventually. And sure, in life, yes, that's what happens, obviously, because everything isn't permanent and everything will change eventually. But in my mind, I kind of like over-exaggerated it to the point where I felt like everything was kind of meaningless because of that. Oh, come on. So when I moved out of the house, I had gotten like this like twisted thought process that like, well, if I can't keep something forever, then why keep it at all, you know? And so I kind of fell into a bit of a depressive state, and to kind of fill the void of longing, I kind of became desperate for some sort of like connection, because if I could find home in someone else, then that would feel like it would be, you know, like a second home in a way. But obviously desperation is not the answer, or was not the answer, because it's not. But still, I feel like that's kind of what started it all. Is that I couldn't find home in anything and anyone. And so I kind of was just searching for it in any way I could. A few years go by. I moved out of the apartment that we were staying in after we moved out of the duplex, and now I'm living with my mom in my stepdad's place, and my dad, who at the time he was living in a location that was somewhat close to my school. He decided after I graduated that we were gonna move out of that house that we were renting, and we were gonna move to up north. We were gonna move up north to like an island, because we have islands on in my state. And when I thought of this, I thought, wow, this is really cool. Like, why not? Why not start all over again? Like, I failed so miserably here on our home ground. Like, I couldn't find a single person to like find home in. I couldn't find home in myself. I couldn't find home in anything. Maybe I could find home over there. And when I moved out with my dad to the island, it kind of was that for a while. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of my little paradise. I had my own room, finally, that I could decorate myself with any way I wanted, without having to worry about what my brother thought or really anybody else thought. It wasn't the prettiest place. The walls were like unpainted and all that, but it was still like my little home away from home, I guess. And I really liked it. I really liked that place. 4 out of 6. That's right. That's just because there's a couple more over there. And then my brother moved out of his apartment complex in Seattle. And he moved in with us. And since our place only had technically 3 bedrooms. Yeah, it was actually 4 bedrooms. 4 bedrooms, but each one was already taken. My brother had to live with me again. And so now I was sharing an even smaller living space with my brother. And, well, my brother, he, to put it lightly, I love him, but he is a little bit of he doesn't organize his stuff the way I do. Definitely doesn't upkeep this stuff the same way as I do either. He just kind of puts stuff everywhere, and it really messed with my mental state, because I like to keep things clean. I don't know if you noticed, my bed's made. There's not much on the floor at all except for my cat toys. Like my desk is organized. Everything's organized. That's the way I like it. I love it. Everything is freaking beautiful here, at least. But over at my old room on the island, not so much. Living there kind of became almost a personal hell for me, which sounds dramatic. I know it sounds dramatic, because in reality, like, it obviously, like, wasn't hell, but the way that my brain works is that it just kind of over dramatizes everything, so everything feels a lot worse than usually what it is. But safe to say that living in that room with my brother, that cramped room where he didn't even have a bed for himself in that room, it was taking a toll on my mental health again, and I just needed to get out of there as soon as I could. And I felt like I was kind of trapped in a way. It was almost like a little jail cell in the middle of nowhere. And I was really starting to miss my friends. I was really starting to miss my home, my place that I had called home. Because now I'm just stuck in this, like, place I've only ever been to, like, once in my life, with my brother and my family. I don't hate them or anything, but I was getting really tired of everybody. And I just really needed to get out, you know? I just really needed to take a break from everything and everyone. Thankfully, my best friend Chandler came in clutch with a little deal. He said that I could come live with them at their house as long as it's only for a year, and as long as we find a place, me and Chandler, my best friend, to live by the end of that year. And so I took that opportunity faster than you can even say horse cracker, nutsack on a stick or something. I don't know. I just just came up with that. Hold on a sec. And so I started living with my best friend for a year. And even though I was away from everyone and everything, the only thing I couldn't get away from was myself. And that's when my depression really kicked into high gear. Because when I revisited home again, it really wasn't what I remembered anymore. Like, it's such a strange feeling to have your vision almost like disrupted, because it's weird. You have like these like rose tinted glasses, right, in your memories of a place you used to live, or a memory, or a place you've been to before, and then when you revisit that place in like the future, in like the present, suddenly you start noticing things that weren't there before, or that have like, that aren't as good, I guess, or that's different. Basically what I'm trying to say is, when I returned back to my hometown, everything was different. There was new apartment complexes everywhere. The streets looked as drab, looked even more drab than before. Like, even my home area where my old duplex used to be was just sad. It wasn't happy at all. It was just sad. And then I had this depressing realization that, like, this isn't my home anymore. It just wasn't. So when I thought that I'd finally escaped this, like, depression jail to go home, I'd realized that I didn't go home at all. I just went to another place. And that really hit different. I don't know. It crushed me. It was literally a crushing realization that nowhere, I had home nowhere. Like, home was gone. And that really sent me into a depressive spiral. And living with my friend Chandler, while I loved living with them and they were so nice and so sweet and so understanding, that was just like a really dark time in my life. It was really bad. I'm just really lucky that I had a friend. I had a friend who was with me for that. This friend, we're getting a little bit closer to home here. Not literally, but like we're getting a little closer to current day problems. So this friend who I'd met like a year or so before we started talking a lot more when I was living with my friend, my best friend Chandler. She was a really good person, and we related a lot to each other in our situations, and we oftentimes would spend hours just calling and drawing and doing jack shit, really, just hanging out. But I really cared about her. I really cared about her. And I think we're gonna skip a little bit just because I don't feel like crying on stream. Fast forward a little bit, a couple of years later, I lost that friend, not like to like death or anything, but I just lost contact with her for a reason which I will not be going into right now. But when I lost contact with her, it almost felt like she did die. Like she was just gone from my life, and like this person that I'd finally found solace with, that I'd finally felt like I had found like a home, basically, like someone I could just rely on and just know that they'll always be there. Or, you know, does that make sense? I know why it feels hot in here. It's because I'm drinking tea, and tea is hot. Anyway, yeah. So after she left, my life, it sent me into a depressive frenzy for like a couple of weeks, and I was just incredibly emotionally unavailable. I had basically hit rock bottom at that point because it felt like I'd lost everything. It was a really rough time, and that's when I made that video. Well, a little bit before that video actually is when this happened, and at a certain point I had just realized that like I was destroying myself slowly by just letting myself be consumed by all these evil thoughts and these trauma, this trauma that I've been carrying all my life. And then one day I just decided, you know what? I'm done being drowned. I'm done being pushed around by these waves. And I created a little safe bubble for myself to breathe. A little self-sympathy for myself. That for what I've gone through. And for what I will go through. Because despite the fact that the waves weren't stopping, I still created a little inner peace for myself. A little inner peace bubble where I could at least breathe and reflect on the waves that were washing over me. And I'd done a lot for myself. I had tried in a lot of different ways to unbury myself from these waves, from this ocean of emotion. I tried many things, and despite some of them making my little self-care bubble bigger, nothing that I could do. There's one more that I'm missing. Are you kidding me? Nothing that I was doing at the time was really getting me out of that, like, depressive ocean, you know? And I didn't know what I was doing wrong. I really didn't know what I was doing wrong. Where is that stupid light, bro? And I wish I could tell you that, like, I had, like, a happy ending and just, like, yay, found out what was wrong and I figured it all out. Because, that's just not the way things go. There it is. Found it. Because despite everything, I still couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. That's when I made that video, that little New Year's video for myself. And I realized something, that I was kind of deriving joy from watching old videos of myself. I was deriving joy from what I was creating. And then it hit me like a brick. I was like, wait a minute. I needed to start doing stuff for myself, 'cause it makes me happy. Like all this time, these videos, while yes, they were made for an audience, they weren't originally. They were just made because I wanted to be a YouTuber. They were made because I wanted to feel like a YouTuber. I wanted to do it for myself. And the second that like I said, that I realized that these videos were for me, I started to feel different. And that's when I made the 17 Kitchens video, I believe. That was like the first video that I was really like, just, okay, well, I don't know what to make. I want to make something. I want to make something that I will enjoy watching in like a few years, you know. Just something stupid, something quick and easy to make. And I just remember, like, I was really shy. In those first few minutes of that video, I was so shy and quiet and awkward, and I just didn't know what to say, didn't know what to do. Which is so crazy to think about how much progress I've made since then. I was so shy and so awkward that, like, when I was rewatching the video in my editing software, I picked up on that, and I'm like, man, this sucks. Like, I'm so freaking boring and lame. And then I realized, I know how I can make this better. I'm gonna make fun of myself. Not in like a mean way, but in a kind of like poking fun at myself way, like where it's just kind of like, hey Chris, guess what? You could do better, and I'm gonna make fun of you, and I'm gonna show you how you could do better. So that's why the very beginning of the 17 Kitchens video is like a kind of a YouTube poop of myself. Because it was just so unwatchable in my eyes that I just had to do something about it. And that's what I did. I poked fun at myself. And I thought that was silly, you know? I thought that was really unique about that video. That's something that I haven't been able to replicate since, because it's just such a unique experience specifically to that time in my life. And I thought that's really interesting. That video quickly became one of my favorite videos on my channel, actually. Where am I missing the last one? Isn't it like underground or something? I think it's underground. I say underground, but I meant underwater. And like watching that 17 Kitchens video over and over again, I realized something that I was learning. I was learning about myself through my videos. And each of my videos that I made kind of added more and more kind of like intel to my like data set in my brain. Where I was like learning, okay, well, this is funny because this, and this isn't funny because I did this. And I learned a lot about myself, not only just like about what's funny or what isn't, just about like my habits and my speech pattern and what works for me in terms of like the kind of videos that I want to make and the editing style. I was just experimenting with it, you know. I was having fun. I was doing it for myself. And those early summer videos, I'm almost kind of nostalgic for at this point. It's such a time, you know? I literally created a little era for myself. But despite all of that, I think I kind of like, I was talking earlier about a video, I mentioned a video earlier that kind of was not part of this timeline, but the 17 Kitchens video was the very first video that I uploaded, like prior to all of the more gaming oriented videos that I started to make somewhat recently. And like the more just like talking to the camera for a few minutes videos that I've also been making recently. I mentioned that I was still kind of, you know, dealing with my thoughts and emotions, but this was kind of like my way of coping, and it was just through making videos. And despite me doing all this for myself and just figuring stuff out, this is actually before the New Year's resolution video, by the way. I totally screwed up my timeline. Something was still wrong with me, and I didn't know why. I didn't know what. Because even though I was making videos for myself, I didn't really, like, know what I wanted to do or why I wanted to do it. But after the New Year's resolution video, that's when I kind of really, like, locked in. It's like, I'm doing this for me, and I have a purpose now. I have a reason to post, and it's not just for other people. It's just to see myself improve. Every single time I make a video, I improve something. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, but since the very first stream that I made yesterday, my stream has already improved tenfold. Like, my audio issues are resolved. My stream looks nicer. My audio quality, I already mentioned the audio thing, but my video quality has improved a ton because I figured out that friggin' OBS was kind of holding back my bit rate for some reason. Frick you, OBS. Yeah. So now my video quality is a ton better. Overall, I just feel like I've improved, like, everything. Like, I figured out how to get the music, the waiting music, to appear, even though it's not like built into to OBS. I figured it out earlier today. Thought that was super cool. I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of myself for figuring that out. And I haven't been uploading videos as of recently, and I was gonna upload a lot more. Like, I was really gonna lock in on my YouTube channel. Like, starting I think more than a few weeks ago, I kind of had this strange craving to make a Minecraft mod pack game again. And I didn't want to work on my FNAF The Longest Night one because in my mind I felt like I've done everything that I needed to do. The game was in a 100% completed state. And then I started working on this, like, this other mod pack Minecraft game that I was going to upload, but I didn't end up finishing it because I found out that my FNAF The Longest, well, actually, I was kind of, like, already kind of craving my game, so I replayed it, and I'm like, damn, there's so much I could add and do now. I actually think I might want to focus on this instead. And then I found out that people have made videos about my game. And that blew my freaking mind out of the water. I was, like, so happy that day when I found out. It was, like, you have no idea. I wish I recorded my reaction, but I was so genuinely happy. Oh, my freaking game crashed, bro. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Technical difficulties, guys. Sorry about that. Hold on. God. Kitty, come here. Ah. Oh, kitty. Okay, here's a kitty intermission while we figure out the technical difficulties. Come here. Oh, she kicked me. Wow. She did not like that. So if we go to this one, open up Sky Children of the Light, it's going to open up on the wrong freaking screen because of course it does. Oh boy. Intermission. But yeah, as I was saying, right. Hold on, I got sidetracked, so now my brain is like, Urgh. So when I found out that that people really liked my game, or like they were enjoying it, and they were playing it like nobody's business. Oh well, at least these few YouTubers that I was watching. Okay, we're back in the game now. We can actually just like go back in here. Perfect. So when I found out that people were enjoying it, I also realized I was gaining valuable intel that I'd never received before. Because before, I felt like nobody really cared about my game. Like everybody around me was like, yeah, that's cool, I guess. You made a game, awesome. But nobody ever bothered to like play it. And if they did play it, I kind of had to force them to. And I would like talk to them about the game while they were playing it and they were gaining information. But what's something's very different about when you watch someone play your game without you being able to add input to it. So it's just their raw reaction to everything, you know? Then you get to start to learn about the thought process of of what people tend to do with your game. That was something I never got, because I never was able to get someone to play my game, and I've never been able to like watch them play it live without, you know, constantly giving them feedback about my game and telling them things about it, kind of altering their experience. So now I'd realized something. Out of the thousands and thousands and thousands of people who've downloaded my freaking game, I've only been able to get a sample size of about 2 people-ish, 3, to like have actually recorded their raw reaction to my game. And even though the sample size was so small, I learned so much about how I can improve my game in little ways, and what I can change. That was awesome. And one of the person who made a video about my game, their video was so freaking funny, dude. Like, I wasn't expecting that from like that small of a YouTuber. I'm gonna be for real. Like that was a freaking awesome video. It was just mind-blowing to me that somebody was willing to go out of their way to record, edit, and even post a video about my game in a very solidly edited video to YouTube. And that video still is one of their highest viewed videos, which is so interesting. They're not like a huge YouTuber or anything. They're still fairly small, but the fact that my freaking game helped them get a ton of views on that video blows my mind. And I feel like that really was the final push to get me to just lock in and just start working on my game again, like full time. And so I have been. That's why I haven't been making YouTube videos, and why I'm just deciding to just simply stream, because it's in the meantime, because it's a lot easier than having to, well, you know, sit down, record an entire video, and then sit down for hours and edit it. Although I still miss that. I still really want to do that sometime soon, because now I'm actually taking a little bit of a break from my game while I let version 2.2.1 sit. But yeah, other than that, I'm just really proud of what I've done so far. Like these past couple of weeks, even though they've been incredibly hard, these past few weeks actually, I should say, have been incredibly difficult. Not only just mentally taxing on me, because I've been pushing myself to get, like, I was just obsessed with getting an update out for my game. And I got 3 updates out in 3 weeks. That's impressive. That's impressive stuff, I think. And there's still many more updates yet to come. Believe me, I'm still gonna be working on this game for a little while longer. I don't think it's gonna get to a point anytime soon right now that I'm gonna just put it down and be like, yep, this is about as good as it gets. Because there's always something to improve. Every time I play through it, or I see somebody, I show somebody something, or part of my game, and I realized like, man, maybe this isn't exactly how I want it to be, and I just want to tweak it a little bit more, you know? I don't know, I'm just kind of obsessed with that right now. Is this the output or is this the input? I fear this might be the output. Let me in. Never mind, it's the input. Oh, okay. Why is it so broken? Nope, that's not the correct one. Oh, it's probably this one. I think this is the same one, I'm gonna be for real. Oh, never mind. It was the right one. Perfect. But yeah, no, I think I'm just really happy with my game right now and just happy with working with it. And I'm also really happy that I got a freaking MacBook. Can barely see it behind me over there on the piano. But on top of making my game, I've also just been making stuff like music for myself as well. Like I've been writing lyrics. I've been really just pushing myself to my absolute creative limits over here in this apartment complex of mine. This personal little sanctuary that I created for myself. And I'm just really happy about that, you know? I'm really freaking happy right now. I'm like the happiest I've ever been. And it shows. I've been so much better at everything I've been doing. And yet, this is the part that frustrates me the most. There are still things right now that I'm depressed about, and I'm still struggling a little with my thoughts and feelings. It's such a strange feeling to be like so incredibly, I don't know, so grateful and happy about everything and everyone in my life, and yet I can't find a reason sometimes to even bother to do something as basic as self-care. Don't get me wrong, I've been doing a lot of self-care. That's not the problem. The problem is just that I've just been trying to rely too heavily on someone else, you know? Like a hypothetical, oh, maybe someday somebody will fix this part of me, you know? It sounds silly, because it is. Like, I just don't want to put in the effort to try to, like, do something for myself, you know? Because I want to desperately hope that maybe one day somebody will teach me that skill or teach me something. And that's kind of got me stuck in the mud a little. Refusing to improve because I'm hoping on a shooting star. It's a silly thing to think about or to say out loud right now, but that's just kind of how it has been. But somewhat recently, I had a dream, and it was a couple of nights ago. It was a dream that I had right before going to work, but it was at the very end of my sleep. Right before waking up, I was stargazing with a little telescope out into the vast void of space. And I heard a voice tell me there is a galaxy full of stars out there, and all of its stars shine bright just for you. Go make something beautiful. And I don't know why, but it just hit different. It felt very personal. Because the way that I interpreted it was that, like, I should just stop chasing what I want and just start living and realize that the galaxy full of stars that I've been wanting will come to me, you know, in time. Even if it takes years. But it's not something I can rush. And I don't know, but when I woke up to that dream, it changed the way that I thought after that point. It's kind of hard thinking about it right now, just because I think this because it was a pretty recent dream. My dreams don't often tend to make sense or really be like tangible in any meaningful way, but for some reason this dream just felt so real. And it felt like it was almost like me speaking to myself, telling myself to just like let go, you know, just stop fighting the wind and just start moving with it. And that's what I've been doing as of recently. I've kind of fully given in to sort of what I'm good at, you know? Like if I'm good at making freaking Minecraft a Minecraft mod pack game, even though it'll never be something huge, like massive, like a freaking Steam game or anything, it'll never reach an audience of like a bunch of people, and it's definitely not gonna make me a ton of money, but it's what I'm good at, you know? I'm good at it, and I just should embrace it. I should just continue doing it, and I should just continue doing what I'm good at and stop trying to be someone I'm not. So I'm gonna continue making music. I'm gonna continue making this game. I'm gonna continue pushing myself and challenging myself to learn new things every single day. And to improve upon myself. Really, really challenging myself to improve. That is something that I have pledged to myself for sure. And I'm honestly, like I said, I'm just really grateful that I have a supportive group of friends, a supportive family that are just they're not telling me I need to do something or I need to be someone, and they're just letting me be myself, you know? I'm really grateful for that. I'll be forever grateful for that. And for that friend that I mentioned earlier, I'm also really grateful for her too. I'm really grateful that she taught me a valuable lesson that I'll be carrying for the rest of my life. And that's something that I can never unlearn, you know? That's something real. That's something that I can find home in. I can find home in the lessons that I learned, because they're permanent. They're forever. So no matter how many mistakes it takes, no matter how long it takes me, I found home in the lessons that I've learned. And I think that's really cool, you know? That's not something a lot of people can say, I think. I'm just really grateful that I've learned these lessons and I've put them to good use. And what I'm doing right now, even though it doesn't matter, like hardly anybody is watching, really nobody cares. It's not for them. It's not for the people who don't care. It's really just for myself, so I can watch this later on and get a glimpse, a third-person glimpse of myself. And really just remember how life was like right now, in this very moment. Like what kind of things that were going on in my life. Because this is sort of like, at least to me, a virtual, what is it called? Like those things you bury into the ground that you don't like watch, or like, jeez, I can't believe I can't remember the name of it. Time capsule. Yeah, it's a digital time capsule. Every single one of my videos are a digital time capsule. And that's something that I am really grateful that I can do, you know? I can give myself a gift. The gift of the past. By just making these videos. And what's awesome about this is that I can learn a lot from these videos. Even though right now I don't think that I can learn anything from anything that I'm saying or doing, when I rewatch this, it's almost like I'm watching somebody else live stream, and I'm able to get a second perspective on myself. And that I don't know, man. It just works. It's been helping me be a lot more self-aware. That's why I'm really glad that I'm still able to make YouTube videos and all that. Because I thought, I don't know, maybe that one day that I would just stop uploading videos because there just wasn't. I just can't keep up with it anymore. But I think staying true to myself is more important to me than anything right now. More important than money. It's more important than really anything. Because if I stay true to myself, then I can be happy. I think that's all the ones in this area, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. We got the one in Moomin Valley. Yeah. There's 3 in Starlight. And then there's none in that one. Okay. Yeah, I'm just, again, I just want to say I'm incredibly grateful for anybody who decides to watch these videos. Because like I said, these videos aren't for you. Not in like a mean way, but in like a, you're just kind of here for like along for the ride, you know? A long, cringy, silly, sometimes funny ride that it's going to be moving for a while. And I'm just really grateful that some people right now are incredibly invested in the things that I'm doing and making. That's all that matters to me right now, is that they really like and enjoy the things that I do. That someone really likes the stuff that I do and why I do it. And that just blows my mind that someone out there really cares that much. I guess I just need to surround myself with those thoughts more often, because sometimes I do be thinking that, like, all of this is for nothing, you know? And maybe it is, maybe it will be, you know? If one day, for whatever reason, I'm not able to upload anymore, I don't think that I'd regret anything that I had ever done on this channel. I don't even regret breaking my 2DS for that video, because it taught me a valuable lesson about myself. It taught me how to learn to... Sorry, it taught me to take breaks and to take care of myself before trying to attempt anything incredibly stressful. Where's the one on this one? I could have sworn it was up there. But I think, honestly, more than anything, I'm just really proud of myself for sticking through everything that I've been through. I'm still not perfect, don't get me wrong, but I've improved so much about my life, my living situation, my mental state. That's why I'm so frustrated that I feel like nothing has changed. I just feel like sometimes I'm just back at square one. And that's hard, you know? It's a hard thing to think about. That, like, after everything, it still feels like I'm not doing enough. And it's not easy. But it's okay, because I just know that at the end of the day, I'm still me. I know what I'm capable of. I know what I'm going to be capable of. And I know how I'm going to do it. So this one concordant viewer, thank you for sticking around for my ramble about my current mental state in life and stuff. I really do appreciate it. I'm just really glad that I can just talk about this kind of thing on stream. I used to be afraid, like, just so terrified, so paralyzed of talking about anything relating to my life, to my personal life, or anything. Even though I wasn't able to go into complete detail, especially earlier when I said that I skipped like a year or so, it's just because I still have a good amount of unresolved feelings. Like, as much as I thought that I had resolved them, sometimes thinking about them just reopens a wound, you know? I don't know how that's possible. I could have sworn that I had found, like, new resolve after everything, but still talking about it, I still break into tears sometimes. Is that normal? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what's normal. I'm just a freaking guy with ADHD who only has himself to rely on. And that's how I've been working. That's how I've been operating. It's not been easy, for sure. But I've been doing my best. And that's all I can say really matters right now. So now, we're gonna go to the Vault of Knowledge. The Vault of Knowledge. Now that we got all of the, yeah, we got all of the collab stuff. So now all we need to grab, we're not gonna do the trials. Trials suck ass. We're just gonna complete this area and then go to Eden, and then that's it. We're just done. So in this area, I do not believe that there is any light thingies. I know there's light in here. So let's go grab that real quick. I'm gonna grab some water real quick. And that's good water. I cannot believe we're already almost done with the stream. Like, I felt like it hasn't been that long, but I think it's already been like almost 2 hours. This is a long ass stream. And I'm really glad that I did this for myself, like a stream, because doing this alone sucks. But when I stream like this, it doesn't feel as alone. I don't feel as alone while doing it. Because sometimes someone might just pop in and just listen for a while, you know? Even if they don't say anything. Just knowing that someone out there decided to click on this stupid video and listen to me ramble for even just a few minutes. That means a lot to me. It really does. Because I know that one day, if I ever get to this point, I know that one day people are going to really like what I'm going to make. Because I'm just going to keep doing what I love. Until it kills me. And eventually I'm just going to get so good at what I do, you know, people are just going to have to notice. I fear. I say I fear. But that is the pattern that I'm noticing with myself. I don't know why I fear it. I really shouldn't. But like, I just know that when I lock in on something, I can get really good at it. So in whatever I decide to do, whether it be lock in on YouTube, music, whatever else, I mean, I might just do it all, you know? Whatever I do, I can rest assured, I can be rest assured that I'll be good at it, you know? Eventually, even if not now, I'll be good at it eventually. I don't know. It sounds kind of cocky, but I'm just really grateful that I have the ability to just do stuff, you know? To not be afraid to do stuff. And I want to share that with the world. I want to be a creative person who not only has the motivation to do stuff, but who has the ability to do so, who puts in the time and the effort to make something awesome. For example, my Diary of Jane video, some people said it's like a early I mean, obviously Diary of Jane is such a emo whatever song, you know. Some people are like, oh, it's like that one image of the werewolf ripping his shirt open kind of song. And yeah, my acting in it wasn't the greatest, I'll admit. It was a little over exaggerated. But I mean, I went out there, you know? I went out to the middle of freaking nowhere, this woods, filmed a stupid video for myself, edited it all in like an entire week. Literally in less than a week, I made that video. And it remains to be the funnest and just the project that I've been the most proud of as of late. Like, it literally brought me to tears when I made the— wow, fuck you then. Literally brought me to tears when I first made it because of just what it meant to me. Like, I'm telling a story that I've been writing for years, and I finally have the ability to tell that story via a medium that I love, which is video making and editing. A skill that I never thought I would have. Like, the ability to tell this story, I just freaking did, you know? I don't know. I kind of like overhyped it in my head. I was thinking like, wow, this video is gonna be really, really popular, you know? Like, maybe this one might be the one that'll break me out of my my little tiny bubble of small YouTuber following. But obviously that's not true. But well, it wasn't true because it obviously didn't. It's like pretty low viewed right now, which makes sense. But I honestly, I'm not mad that it didn't do well, because the story is still incomplete. I still have plenty of other opportunities to you know, continue the story and tell people, hey, if you want to know how or what the story is that I'm trying to tell, you know, go watch the other music videos. Even though it might be a while still until the next music video, because, well, as you would imagine, being the only person who was able to make these videos. Did I seriously forget one? Dang it, where was it? No, don't close, don't close, don't close. Dang it. As you would imagine, being the only person who's able to make these videos and produce them and edit them and script them, it takes a lot of effort. And I had to take literally an entire week off of work to get Diary of Jane done within the time frame that I did. So it's safe to say that I won't be making another music video like that, of that quality, for a while. But I do promise that when I do, this video is going to be a lot better than the one that I currently made. Because, like I said, every time I do something, I know how to improve upon the last time I did it. And I'm just really grateful that I can do that I can really like critically think about my skill and really think like, well, how can I improve upon this in a way that's meaningful? And I'm really grateful for that. I really am. I'm just I'm really happy right now. Like I said earlier, I'm just really happy that that I found home within myself, and I found a new resolve to continue living, to continue creating whatever I may do. And I'm always going to be on the lookout for opportunities, and just in general, like, I'll be always on the lookout for things that really fit my my goal, you know, for people that can help me achieve my goal. And I think honestly, more than anything, I think that's what I'm looking for in a person right now. Is I'm looking for people who are aligned to my views on life and my goals, and they also want to achieve something similar. It is so incredibly hard to find someone like that, but I know someone like that is out there for sure, like 100%, because I've already met them. Like, I already know they're out there. I don't know if they still watch my videos. But sometimes I think about that a lot. Sometimes I think about that a lot. What a sentence. I think about that sometimes. That friend that I lost. I think about if they have seen any of my recent videos, if they still care to see any of my recent videos. Like, I don't know if they do or not. And honestly, and just wholeheartedly, I don't think it really matters in the grand scheme of things, but I just think about that every now and again. I remember when I first made my 17 Kitchens video, I kind of just like, that was kind of running through the back of my mind a little. I was like, well, I wonder if they might watch this video to kind of just check in, not really like interact or anything, just view from a distance. And I think that's pretty cool. If they do that, then that's pretty cool. And I think it should stay like that. Because like, as much as I miss this friend, and as much as it pains me to think about what I could have done differently, I realize that that they made the right decision in leaving me. I mean, sorry, I kind of got quiet there. The music is freaking loud. That they made the right decision, and they made the smart decision. And without that decision, I literally would not be where I am right now. And I think that's kind of crazy. I think that's kind of beautiful, you know? You can't think about this right now. I'm freaking it still hurts to talk about a little. Just a little. Not like in a like, oh, poor me type of way. It's just I don't know. I don't want to become a sobby mess. I am an emotional person. When I talk about emotional stuff, my brain just goes, well, here comes the tears. That's just how I am, you know, regardless of the topic. But if it's something really personal to me, it's not really something I can fully control. But honestly, like I said, I'm really grateful. Really grateful for the time that I spent. Okay, just breathe. Oh my gosh. Really grateful for the time that I spent with them, and I'm really grateful for everything they did for me. As much as I want to say I'm really happy, here I am almost freaking bawling in tears, just reveling in old memories. Because, again, this isn't really something that I talk about very often, because it is a very personal subject to me. But I think it's important. The fact that I'm crying, or the fact that I'm about to cry right now, is kind of important, because it means that I'm hitting a brick wall in my brain that's stopping me from feeling. And I think I should just let myself feel. Because when you let yourself feel, you kind of go through a little bit of exposure therapy, I suppose, you know? I think exposure therapy is something that a lot of people need to go through, because you can't learn to be unafraid of something without facing that fear. You have to, like, there's no such thing as being brave without fear, because you're always going to be afraid when you're facing something hard. The part that makes you brave is the fact that you're facing it while being scared. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna start crying. Oh gosh. You know what? I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna let myself cry. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But I realized something about myself, that I'm really freaking brave. I'm really brave for doing everything that I did for myself to get to where I am. Sorry. I shouldn't be apologizing. I'm sorry. I said up sorry again. Oh gosh. Motorcycle! Oh my god, I don't know if you can hear that, but someone just friggin' turned on their motorcycle. So what a beautiful day to go motorcycling. It is. Yes. It is really sunny outside. It's freaking beautiful. But I'm just so happy that I learned to live every day like it's my last. And I learned to live every day like it's a memory. Like it's a cherished memory, because I know that I'll be looking back at this video in like a week, a year, it doesn't matter. And I'll just be nostalgic for it. So why not be nostalgic for it in the moment? Why not be nostalgic for the moments that we have? Why not be grateful for the time that we have, because we're going to be looking back at it with rose-tinted lenses. So why not wear the rose-tinted lenses right now? And that to me is something that I'm incredibly grateful for learning. I realized that everything I've done and everything I've been doing for myself has been a part of like a bigger plan for myself. And in a way, every single one of my actions has like a butterfly effect on my future self. So that's when I realized I shouldn't just do stuff for myself right now. I should also be thinking about the me that's going to be thinking about this moment right now. What can I do for him, you know? What can I do for that future self that's going to be looking back at this moment? And I realized a ton of things that I can do for myself that are gonna benefit me. They freaking did they patch out the fact that you can fly over there? Oh well, I got close enough. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, I realized that I needed to start thinking not only just about myself in the moment, but I needed to start thinking about myself in the future, which is something that I also struggled with, because I was thinking like, well, what's the point of thinking about the future if I'm just living in the moment, you know? But I think that doing stuff for my future self is probably the biggest and hardest step that I've taken as of recently. Like, I need to set myself up for the future, not just like the distant future. Like, we're not talking like years or something in the future. We're talking tomorrow, you know, or the day after tomorrow, or really anything in between. A week from now, a month from now, a year from now, even. That like the closer in time, the easier it is to kind of put into perspective, like, all right, well, how am I going to be feeling tomorrow if I eat this? How am I going to be feeling tomorrow if I don't eat? How am I going to be feeling in a week's time if I stop drinking caffeine? Ow. Damn. Ow. Well, I lost a frick. Oh, I can grab it. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh. But I just really am grateful that I learned how to think about not only just myself in the past, about like myself in the past in a better light than before, because I always just thought of my past as just something that happened and I could really not really learn anything from. But then I started to think about myself in the moment, and then finally I ended off with thinking about how I'm going to feel in the future, while looking in the present is great, or living in the present is great. And living in the moment, living through memories is great, and living in the present is also fantastic. I think the most important one out of all of them is setting myself up for the future, because we're always simultaneously living in the future and in the past and in the moment at the same time, I feel like. Everything that I've been saying for the past hour is now the past. And everything that I continue to say now technically is the present. But it's also the future, because now the past is long behind us. So you can kind of see how the actions that I take right now in this very moment can affect me in like 12 minutes from now. It's obviously like, I don't mean like literally, like I'm not gonna do anything right now that'll affect my 12 minute in the future self. But is this freaking thing too loud? I'm so sorry. I should probably turn down Eden. Eden's really freaking loud, dude. But I'm just glad that I have friends right now that really align with my goals, and I'm really glad that I have the ability to make friends still, in whatever capacity I can do it. Somewhat recently, I've been taking trips to. Oh, it got freaking disintegrated. Somewhat recently, I was taking trips to Seattle via the light rail system. Just kind of like to get myself out of the house and to really just kind of experience life outside of the house. Wow, that motorcycle's really loud. Can you hear that? I can't tell if that's a motorcycle or if that's like a someone's car. I'm sorry, I have to keep the window. Okay, yeah, it is the motorcycle. Okay, well, you don't need to do that. So sorry I have to keep the window open. It's just I'm drying my clothes in the back right behind me because the freaking dryer like literally nukes anything that goes in it. So I never put any of my precious clothing in there because it freaking shrinks it. I only put stuff like socks, underwear, all of that stuff that doesn't really matter too much, and it doesn't really matter. Oh my god, I freaking hate motorcycles. Anyway, so that's why I have to have the window open because it's freaking hot in here since my heater. No. Okay. Because my heater is currently on. It's heating the clothes on the background. I think we did it, guys. I think we did it. Oh, we might have missed one in the Gate of Eden. I think that thing happened where I like collected it and then I left. So then it pretended like I didn't collect it. Either way, we pretty much did it. I mean, look at this. We got through the whole game in like 4 hours tops. Now I just have to backtrack a ton because I don't feel like going through the frickin' Eden door again. Yay! It's 4:22 p.m. right now. Has it really been like 3 hours? Have I been streaming for 3 hours? That's crazy. Okay, we have to backtrack a ton now. Yes, I hear you, frickin' Storm. I keep hearing the comment sound effect, but I don't see a freaking comment. I don't see any chat thing popping up. So I don't know what's that all about. Maybe it only appears on youtube.com. Maybe it's like spam getting filtered out. I don't know. I don't even know if you can hear it, but I heard it just now. Okay, so now that we backtracked all the way to the frickin' oh gosh. Why am I like magneting to the frickin' magneting? Is that a word? Magneting? There it is. Okay. It's because the animation for this thing takes way too long and you don't technically collect it until it does that. So if you enter the freaking door before the animation fully plays out, then it considers that you didn't. It thinks that you didn't collect it. So that's why that didn't work. Anywho, guys, it looks like we were able to fully restore ourselves to our maximum wing count, minus the 4 trial things, which I don't feel like doing right now. But that's about it. Yeah. We did it. We talked about life and stuff for 4 hours. And oh, I did the kissing emote. And that's it. That's kind of all I wanted to do for the stream. I'm thinking about doing a second stream right after this one, maybe in like an hour or so, where I just play Minecraft or something. And we just play Minecraft because I want to play Minecraft and I don't want to play it alone. So we're gonna do a live stream of that if I want to, of course. But for now, I need a little bit of a breather. I gotta put away. Actually, I gotta put away my freaking clothes. You can't see it. My laundry basket is right there. So it's got a bunch of clean clothes in it. I also gotta double check on my my clothes that are drying over here. So I gotta make sure those are still, drying. But yeah, I appreciate you for sticking around to the end, if you did. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Thanks for listening to me talk and stuff. Bye. For now.